What's up, everyone? This is Lye Yosh. Welcome back to Life Study Library. Today we're going to be talking about how to scientifically not care about other people. So you know this movement of the art of not caring. This phrase is getting thrown around like a balloon, but what it essentially means is that if you are living in a society, you're most likely going to be a part of a group. Your friends group, your local community, fraternity, sorority, working environment, classroom, all that kind of stuff. And when you're in the group, you tend to think about your position within it. And this happens a lot with people who lack self-compassion, but they're always worried about if they're liked by everyone in the group. They're always worrying about the chance that someone might resent them. And to this, a lot of people say stuff like, oh, you have to be confident in yourself, or you have to be independent. But more important is the understanding to this idea. No matter what you do to make yourself likable to the most amount of people, your hater's gonna hate you, despite your efforts. Okay, that just sounded so shallow, but here's what I wanted to say. Because your effort towards this alleyway is futile, it's more important to grow a firm relationship with those who give you positive critiques, and I'm going to talk about this extensively in this video, so yeah. In this channel I talk about these interesting scientific and psychological information, so if you want to hear more, or if you want to hear more from my other videos, then please subscribe, and without further ado, let's go. So the study took 209 participants, and the study asked them to judge the personalities of 15 celebrities, or 15 well-known people. These people included Gregor Gysi, a left-wing politician, Pope Benedict XVI, Angelina Jolie, Michael Ballack, the soccer player, etc., etc. The targets are celebrities because these people are well known so that they are a good example when it comes to how people judge others and what aspect they focus on. The participants were first tasked to answer a survey of how much they liked these celebrities. This was an agreement scale of 1, not at all, to 5, very much. And then the participants were provided with 30 different adjectives that describes a human personality trait, and were tasked to match those adjectives with the celebrities they thought it fit them the most. So these adjectives include stuff like generous, intelligent, hardworking, and then some negative traits like impulsive, manipulative, looks down on others. The focus of the study was to determine if there was any parallels between how much you liked or disliked a celebrity, and what kind of adjectives you chose based on your assessment, and it also tried to figure out if the adjectives people chose had any correlation, meaning that if a lot of people liked Angelina Jolie, would their adjectives be the same? So here's how the results turned out. So positive judgments were correlated with the same kind of described adjective. So the more people who liked Angelina Jolie, the higher the chance of their described adjectives, for example, generous, to end up the same. Correspondingly, negative judgments of a target associated with the described adjectives being all over the place. So people who disliked Pope Benedict XVI had so many different types of adjectives. So some said he seems manipulative, some says he seems lazy, and some people say that he's like absent-minded or something like that. So the analysis goes like this. So positive remarks will tend to be the same and accurate because the people who like you will understand you better and thus judge you correctly. If you are a generous person and other people like you for your generosity, the majority of people will remark you as generous. This is accurate. And naturally, the adjective they use to judge you will have similar meaning. Generous, kind, considerate, warm-hearted. In contrast, negative remarks from those who resent you will be inaccurate because they don't put the effort to understanding you and are actively trying to put you in a stereotype that fits their vision of you. If someone sees you as, let's say, manipulative, their description is inaccurate from the get-go because you are not a manipulative person, and they won't try to judge you any other way. Or more specifically, they'll make excuses about their assumptions about you that'll eventually lead to something negative about you. And no matter what you do, they'll stay convinced that you are manipulative or something associated with negative traits. And because the people who have negative remarks towards you are convinced of their judgment, no matter what you do, they'll try to connect what you say or what you do to their ideal vision of you. So if you listen to the negative remarks that you are cold-hearted, right? And then you improve because you worry of not getting liked and getting, you worry about getting resented, and you improve to the point that you are the nicest person ever. No one can doubt your generosity. They'll still find a way to put you in a negative stereotype. This person is just faking the generosity, so they're being manipulative. So that is going to be the case. And so that's why listening to negative remarks about your personality and worrying about it and trying to improve based on that is utterly meaningless. And I'm not saying you to ignore the respected criticisms, because it's not just important to, listen to the positive remarks, but it's also important to listen to people who respect you, but also can point out your shortcomings. And these people are really good resources for you to improve because they understand you fairly well and they have a good intention towards you, but they can also point out, stuff that you need to improve. And that's how people improve. So having a respectful critique is something that's good. You want to have them. But there is a difference between respectful critiques and haters. Your haters won't change their opinions about you and they don't want to change. So changing your lifestyle based on their opinions is essentially a waste of your time, effort, energy, and money. So that was the video, and oh wow, I actually ended really early, but that's okay. It's not always good to have long videos. But here's one more thing that I want to put before I leave. So your haters, unfortunately, if you live in a society, they exist. They have bad intention towards you. They show it unapologetically, and they have negative opinions about you without even knowing you well. So these haters, everyone knows that it'll be easier and faster to just leave and exclude them from your life. But the tricky thing is that in some cases, these haters gained intelligence. In my opinion, a total waste of intelligence, but these people have a quality that's called covert aggressiveness. And what's dangerous about this trait is that they seem like your friend. They seem like those people who got your back whenever you need someone. So you get lured into their trap and expose your weakness or your insecurity. Then they're going to use those information to control you and manipulate you. Yeah, truly, truly horrific. But then there's this one subtle hint that they unconsciously give away. And if you can accurately detect this hint, you might be able to tell if a person you're talking to about your feelings is a manipulator with a covert aggressive trait. And that will be the video that I have for you down at the description. It's called something like the quickest and the easiest way to detect toxic people. So if you want to know about this hint that these people unconsciously give away, then I highly suggest you to check that out. And if you want to know more about manipulating people, whether it's your coworker, relationship, friendship, your boss, your parents even, I have for you right here a book called In Sheep's Hiding by PhD George Simon. This book talks about these various types of manipulated people and information so that you can understand them and know how to deal with these manipulated people. It's really a short book, under like 200 pages, so it could be a quick read that you can give. Again, it is In Sheep's Clothing by PhD George Simon. I'll have the link to that book as well in the description, so check that out. So yeah, it was fun talking about this topic. I hope you liked it, and thank you for listening. Make sure to subscribe so you can watch my other videos and my future content, and that's it for now. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.